Hello children, let us continue our lesson, movements of the earth. In our previous class, we have already learned about the two movements of the earth. Those are rotation. Rotation means the movement of the earth on its own place. And what happens because of the rotation? Days and nights are formed. See, so a figure we will let us try to understand. Our earth, planet earth will move from the west direction to the east. And when it is moving in its own place, some part of the earth will receive light of the sun. And because of that, that area will experience the daytime, and the remaining area which is in the dark, that part will experience the night time. So rotation means movement of the earth on its own place. Now let us learn about revolution. Revolution means the movement of the earth of the earth. I am trying to draw a picture here so that it will become used to draw the figure. So the movement of the earth around the sun is called revolution. So in this topic we are going to learn about the revolution of the earth. Now what happens when earth is revolving around the sun? You know, first thing, most important thing is sun. The big star, the big ball of fire, and planet Earth is a member of the solar family, and it won't have its own light. It will revolve. It is a planet. It will not have its own light. It will revolve around the sun along with other 7 planets. So while and in which direction it will revolve? It will revolve in the oval shape. You know, elliptical in shape, the orbit which our planet Earth will revolve around the sun. Sun is in the middle and all the planets will revolve around the sun. So just try to understand the figure. Our planet Earth will revolve around the sun, and the path on which the imaginary path, if there is no line on which our Earth will revolve around the sun, the path or the imaginary line on which the planet Earth revolves around the sun, it is in the oval shape. Oval is nothing but, you might have seen the egg shape. You know, it will be like this. Like this. Bottom side is little bulky and the up is little inside. So it is in oval shape, egg shape. So the path of the orbit, this is called orbit. This line is imaginary line and it is called as orbit. This is the line on which our planet Earth revolves around the sun. And the shape of the orbit is elliptical in shape. So our planet Earth, when it is revolving around the sun on the orbit, this will cause, what happens when Earth is revolving around the sun? It will cause seasons. Alright, now how much time it will take? How much time it will take to complete one revolution? In our previous class we have learned the time taken by the Earth to complete one rotation. One rotation will take 24 hours, that is 1 day. So it will take 1 day, whereas our Earth takes to revolve around the sun almost 365 days and 6 hours. It will take almost, it is 1 year. 1 year has 365 days. So our Earth takes almost 365 days to complete one revolution, means one complete year, and 6 hours. Now like this, it will take 1 year 365 days and 6 hours. 365 days, 6 hours. So like this, in the 4th year, 365 days, 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6, 6 for the 24. 24. So total it will become 24 hours, means almost 1 day. So the fourth year is calculated as 366 days. That is called as a leap year. So the leap year is nothing but the year in which we get 366 days. How we are getting 366 days? Every year when the earth is revolving around the sun, it is taking 365 days and 6 hours. Those 6 hours are calculated and made as the 1 day, and it is added in the month of February, and that on that year February will have 29 days. Usually February month will have 28 days, whereas in the leap year that 1 day is added and it is calculated as the leap year. So in the February month we will find 29 days in the leap year. So that is a leap year. I hope you understood about the revolution of the earth. In this revolution what happens? Our planet earth will revolve on the orbit around the sun, and it will take almost 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Now what happens when earth is revolving around the sun? You know, in a 1 year we experience different seasons. Now present is the monsoon season, right? Yesterday and day before yesterday it rained quite heavily, and there are floods in the state of Bihar, Delhi. You please watch news, you will come to know what are the situations in the Bihar. So because of the floods, why floods? Because of the heavy rain, floods will occur. Now when we get rain, when the earth is in when the earth while moving around the sun, when the earth takes its different positions, at that time we experience different seasons. Now let us try to see what happens when the earth is revolving around the sun in the elliptical shape. So earth will experience different seasons. So because of this we experience different seasons. There are 4 main seasons. Those are summer, winter, spring and autumn. So these 4 seasons are experienced by the earth when it is moving or revolving around the around the sun. For example, I will show you a figure which is in the textbook. With this you will understand more clearly what happens when the earth is moving around the sun. Seasons are caused due to the tilt of the earth's axis as our planet revolves around the sun. Alright? So there are times during the earth's revolution when the 2 poles are at equal distances from the sun, neither tilted towards the sun nor away from it. As such times we experience spring and autumn. So there are the different reasons for these seasons. When our planet earth is, see, North Pole, South Pole. Up one is called North Pole, South Pole. North Pole, South Pole. North Pole, South Pole. See, if you see here, when earth is, if you see the picture here, I will number it 1, 2, 4, 3. In the picture 4, you will observe that the figure of the earth is quite near to the sun. Right? And in the figure 2 also, the picture is the planet earth is also quite near to the sun. Whereas in the figure 1, picture 1 of earth and the picture 3 of earth are quite away from the sun. So when the earth is quite near to the sun, which is showing in the figure position of earth in the 4 as well as 2, these 2 parts will experience summer. When southern part is quite near to the sun, it will, because the southern part is quite near to the sun, that's why the southern part will experience summer. Alright, southern hemisphere. Whereas the northern hemisphere will experience winter, because it is, that portion is away in the darkness. So whereas in the picture 2, northern hemisphere is receiving the direct sun rays. That's why this part will experience summer, and whereas the southern part will remain cold because it is not receiving heat from the sun, and that southern hemisphere will experience winter season. In this way, in the figure number 3 as well as in figure number 1, it is quite away. The position of the earth is quite far from the sun, and because they are far, they experience autumn as well as spring season. Alright, if you just try to understand it, because of the distance from the sun, though it will receive light as well as heat, and that's why we experience the different season because of the change in the position of the earth. Understood? Hope you understood, children. Because it is away, it will experience spring and autumn season. Whereas the parts of the earth which will receive direct heats, the southern hemisphere in the figure number position of the earth 4 and in the position number 2, the northern hemisphere will receive the direct heats. That's why they experience summer seasons in the northern hemisphere in the second position, and in fourth position southern hemisphere will experience the summer. The opposite direction, opposite hemispheres will experience winter seasons. Alright, children. Now let us try to know more. There are 2 days in the year. There are 2 days in the year. In those 2 days, the day is longest day, and that day is the 21st June. 21st June is the day. On that particular day, the day is longer compared to the other days of the year. Means the daytime is the longer. And on the 22nd December, these are called the solstice and equinox. On these 2 days, on 21st June as well as on 22nd December. On 21st day June, the day is long, and whereas on 22nd December, night is long. We experience, the sun will set very late on the June 21st, and the sun will rise, and actually the sun will rise quite late on the 22nd December. So what are these called as? It is called the June 21st, where the day is long. It is called as solstice. SOLSTICE, solstice. Whereas 22nd December, it is called equinox. EQUINOX, equinox. So in the northern hemisphere, the days during the summer continue to be long till 21st. This is the longest day in the year, and it is known as summer solstice. In winter, the days continue to be short till December 22nd, and this is the shortest day in the year, and it is called winter solstice, or it is also called as equinox. These are the solstice where the night is long, and it is called winter solstice. It is called summer. 21st June is called summer solstice, whereas the December 22nd is called as winter solstice. Now let us know about equinox. Equinox. 21st June and 22nd December. These are the 2 days where the day is long and here the night is long. Equinox. EQUINOX. On equinox, on these days, the days and the night are of equal duration. See, by the name only you will get the meaning equal. So, which are those 2 days? It is 20 March and 23rd September. On these 2 days, 20 March and 23rd September. On these 2 days, what happens on these 2 days? In the whole year, when the day and night are of equal in length, on On these 2 days, the sun shines directly over the equator. These 2 days are called as equinoxes. In the northern hemisphere, it is 20 March, and in the southern hemisphere, 23rd September. This 20 March is also called as spring equinox, and 23rd September is also called as autumn equinox. So let us try to recap once our lesson about the movements of the earth. Let us know through the mind map what is the lesson about. In this lesson we have learned about movements of the earth. What are those movements? One is rotation. What happens when the earth is rotating? Days and nights form, and how much time it will take? It will take almost 24 hours or 1 day. Alright, now let us know about revolution. So, revolution of the earth is nothing but movement of the earth around the sun. This is called revolution. And what happens when it is revolving? How much time it will take? It will take almost 365 days to complete one revolution. And what happens because of this? Because of this, seasons will occur. Alright, because of this revolution, it will take 365 days and seasons will occur. Now, how many main seasons are there? There are 4 main seasons: summer, winter, spring, and autumn. We have also learned about solstice. What happens on these days? These are the longest days of the years. 21st June as well as the day is the longest one, and 22nd December night is the longest one. Then equinox. We have also learned about equinox. What happens on these 2 days? On March 20 as well as on the 23rd September. These 2 days experience equal day and equal night. Days and nights are of equal duration. Whereas here, on this day is long and night is short. Whereas here, day is short and night is long. So, on equinox, 22nd March and 23rd September, 20 March and 23rd September, days as well as nights will experience equal 6 hours day, 12 hours day and 12 hours night. Hope you understood about the 2 movements of the earth. This is the mind map of the earth, mind map of the movements of the earth, rotation, revolution, the time taken by the 2 movements, and what happens when these movements take place, and about the solstice and the equinox. Hope you understood our class. All the best. Read once the lesson.